Hello and welcome to EATV. I'm going to do a video on the Book of Job. I find Job very interesting in the Bible, of the circumstances that came to him, and has a lot of relevance to the New Testament age and church age and the tribulation and so on and so forth. So at the beginning it starts with Job's greatness. There was a man in the land of Uz, and whose name was Job, and the man was perfect and upright. So he was, he had something to lose. He had 7 sons and 3 daughters, and then there was a request, Satan's request. Now there's a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before God, and Satan came among them. So Satan's request is, and the Lord said unto Satan, hence thou, Satan, art, hence cometh thou. And then Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth and walking up and down in it. And the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job? There is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth God. And this is the thing. Now Satan has been shown something, So now Satan's going to challenge that idea. Then Satan answered the Lord and said, doeth Job fear God for naught? Hast not thou made an hedge about him and about his house and about all that he have on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and the substance is increased in the land. But put forth thine hand now, and touch all he have, and he will curse all to thy face. So Satan wants to put some pressure on. He wants to put some damage on Job, to see if he will reject God in that respect. So now the problems come for Job. And there was a day when his sons and daughters were eating and drinking in their eldest brother's house, and there came a message unto Job and said, the oxen were ploughing, the asses were feeding beside them, and the Sabbathines fell upon them and took them away. They have slain the servants with the edge of the sword, and only I am escaped alone to tell thee. So we can see Satan's using people to get his will. And so now in verse 16, while I was speaking, fire fallen from heaven have burned up the sheep and the servants and consumed them, and I have only escaped alone to tell thee. So now the sons and daughters have disappeared, and now the sheep, the Chaldeans, to now the camels are gone. And what we see is Satan is attacking every area of his life, his family, his livestock, his well-being, everything. You see, And then his wife said unto him, Dost thou still remain thine integrity? Curse God and die. So people around him wanted him to give up, to give in. But Job didn't. And this was Job's answer. But he said unto her, Thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What shall we receive good at the hand of God, and shall not receive evil? In all this did not Job sin with his lips? Job, why do the wicked prevail? But Job answered and said, Hear diligently my speech, and let this be your consolations. Suffer me that I may speak, that after I have spoken, mock on. As for me is my complaint to man, and if it were so, why should not my spirit be troubled? Mark me and be ashamed, astonished, and lay your hand upon my mouth. Even when I remember, I'm afraid and trembling. Taketh hold on my flesh. Therefore, do the wicked live, become old, and ye are mighty in power. Their seed is established in the sight of them, and their offspring before their eyes. What Job is saying here is something that is timeless. In a modern era, in that era, where he perceives the wicked as people that are flourishing, doing really well, moving forward leaps and bounds. Their houses are safe from fear, neither is the rod of God upon them. Their bull gathereth and falleth not, the cow calveth and casteth not her calf. They send forth their little ones like a flock, and their children dance. They take timbrel and harp, and rejoice at the sound of the organ. They spend their days in health, and in a moment go down to the grave. Therefore they say unto the Lord, Depart from us, for we desire not knowledge of thine ways. What is the Almighty? What we should serve him? And what profit should we have if we pray unto him? One dieth in full strength, being wholly at the ease and quiet. His breast is full of milk, and his bones are moistened with marrow. The other dieth in bitterness of his soul, and never eateth his pleasure with pleasure. They shall lie down alike in dust, and the worm shall cover them. For I say, where is the house of the prince? And where are the dwelling places of the wicked? Have ye not asked them by the way, and know their tokens? And here's the kicker. The wicked is reserved for the day of destruction. They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. And that's the point there. And that's something that's very true to modern times in which we live.